So the truth is, physics, especially conservation of momentum, is absolutely useless and my life is a lie. Okay, so conservation of momentum in terms of daily life, well, essentially conservation of momentum is applied in a lot of different ways. So for example, if you're a good 8-ball player or billiard ball player, I don't know what they call it, the pool, the game where you take a stick and whack the balls around into holes. That is the most glaring example of conservation of momentum, as once one ball hits another ball, this ball nearly completely stops or it heads in another direction due to conservation of momentum, and the other one heads in the direction it was originally going. So this is the biggest example of conservation of momentum that you can find in your daily life. But of course, there are a lot of others. For example, there's a very big reason that you don't want to crash a car. Why? Because of conservation of momentum. The car is going to stop moving as soon as it hits the tree, but you won't stop moving. So you're going to fly right through the windshield and hit the tree in the face. So this is exactly why you don't want to crash a car. And in the same vein, you don't want to press both brakes on a bicycle at once, because you're going to keep moving, but the bike isn't. So your wheelie is going to go right into the bike, which is not a very good situation. So there are lots of places where you can apply conservation of momentum, and it's a very intuitive concept, actually. And one more thing where you can apply conservation of momentum is airplanes. Now, lots of you may have wondered, especially if you're little kids, well, why don't airplanes just launch, stay in the air, and then wait for wherever they're going to rotate under them so that they can fly back down? And the reason is actually conservation of angular momentum, which is basically the same thing as conservation of momentum. And so, why is that? Well, the reason is, technically, you could do this, but it would cost way too much energy. It would cost so much more energy.